And then we're at the corner, and the light has changed, and we're halfway across the street. Then trouble. Whipping up the opposite sidewalk from behind the parked cars, it's a boy. And he's kicking along on a little silver scooter. He's about 12, and he's got some control problems with the thing, and he's got his head down, and he can't see us because his helmet has a visor, and he's really moving. I shout, "Hey!" and he looks up, but he's not stopping, so I grab Alicia's arm and pull her to the right just in time to keep her from getting nailed. And as I pull her out of the way, she lets go of my elbow and puts her hand out to catch herself. The kid shouts, "Hey yourself, lady," and flips us the bird as he zooms off along the sidewalk. So we make it to the other curb, and we're not dead, and nobody's too near, so I say, "Close call. Sorry about that. Some kid on a scooter. You all right?" And I look at her face, and she's not all right. Not at all. There's a look on her face, a little scared, partly confused, partly something else, like disgusted. And I know why, because when I yanked her off balance and she put her hand out, her open hand went right up against my rib cage, almost into my left armpit, and she knows what bare skin feels like. "You don't have a shirt on." It's not a question. She takes half a step back and says, thought it was weird when I took your elbow and you didn't have long sleeves or a jacket, but I just figured you were wearing a t-shirt or something because it was so warm earlier. But, like even back in the library, how can you not have a shirt on in the library? And out here, it's cold. It's February. And I can't deal with this. Not now. I can't stand here on the street corner and tell her that as weird as she thinks it is, it's actually 10 times stranger than that. 100 times stranger. "What's going on? Talk to me. Are you there?" I gulp. "Yeah, I'm here. But look, can I try to explain this later? Could I call you at home? It's not what you think." Her face becomes fierce, a mask, almost primitive. "It's not what I think. So now you know what I think. Is that it? Believe me, you don't. Because right now I think that for the last half hour I've been hanging out with some strange guy with no shirt on who's probably covered with tattoos. And I bet you have some piercings and some terrific body jewelry, right? So just get away from me, Bobby Phillips, if that's even your real name. You're not the first creep to try to pick up a cute little blind girl, and I'm not stupid. I know exactly where I am. This is my neighborhood. And I'm walking home now, alone. And if you come near me, even if I think you're near me, I'll scream. And every shop owner and everybody who lives along the street knows who I am. And they'll be out here to bust you in a second. So go, now, go. And let me hear you yell goodbye from the other side of the avenue, now." I don't say anything because a lady is walking past us, frightened of this blind girl who seems to be yelling at no one. If I were even a little bit guilty of anything, I'd just walk away. If I hadn't told her my name and that my mom works for the university, if she had no way to trace me, I'd just walk away, which would be the smart thing to do, even now. But now I'm mad, too, because she has no right to yell at me. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't lied to her, and I'm not going to. I'm not a creep, and I won't let her think that about me for the rest of my life. So I say, go ahead and scream. Scream all you want. I'll stand right over here about 10 feet away. And when you're done screaming and everyone comes to help you and they come and try to haul me away and they can't even find me right on this corner, then maybe I'll tell you what's really going on. Because you don't have a clue. Not a clue. No one does. So go ahead and scream. Let's see what happens. That face of hers, it's running through about 10 emotions a second. But there's one emotion taking charge. It's the fear. Like me on that first night at home, Alicia's alone in the dark, and she's afraid, and it just keeps building. She sucks in this huge breath, and I think she's really going to do it, just scream bloody murder. But she holds the breath for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, then she lets it hiss out slowly. Her voice is hard and flat. "So tell me the truth. Tell me the big secret. Tell me how come you're not some shirtless creep." She's gripping her white cane with both hands, ready to use it like a samurai sword.